Black people know about transformation. We've been forced to reinvent ourselves generation to generation. But on a personal level, you know, that in-between space where you're not who you were, but not quite yet who you are becoming. That space is hard. Let's talk about it. The in-between is still progress. Don't let nobody tell you you're stuck just because you haven't arrived yet. In our culture, we love a before and after testimony. Oh, I was a drunk and now I ain't a drunk no more. I was a crackhead. Now I ain't a crackhead no more. But we don't really like the messy middle. I'm still dealing with it. It still hurts. I still feel the pain. But the reality is the middle is where the real work happens. The middle is where the real power is. I wonder if you are one of the viewers that's in the middle of becoming right now. I remember feeling powerless and hopeless, listening to people talk about how they were able to accomplish this and how they were able to accomplish that. And what I realized was there were not enough people talking about the middle of the journey. They'll talk about how they pulled it out of the mud and now they are debt-free or they're millionaires, but they very rarely talk about the process. So I made a covenant with myself that I'm going to spend just as much time talking about the messy middle as I am going to be talking about the before and the after. I remember being a part of a digital community. It was a church that was digital only, and I was an elder in that church, and I just started tackling depression, like really confronting it in my life. And I said on a Sunday worship live, I don't feel like praying about it. I was tired. I was frustrated. And I remember after that live, one of the pastor and one of the ministers were there, and they rebuked me for saying out loud and publicly, I didn't want to pray about it. I was tired of praying about it. And I remember saying to myself, well, how is this a testimony if I can't tell about the test? What's the point? And the one thing that encouraged me was one of the members texted me later that day and said, thank you so much for being honest, because I thought something was wrong with me. Because sometimes when I'm going through, I don't feel like praying either. Looking back now, that season in my life where I didn't feel like praying, I didn't feel like doing the right thing, I now discern that season as the messy middle. And now I know that in every season, in every cycle of my life, there's a middle that's messy. So I don't misdiscern it. I don't think nothing is wrong. I go through it because it is the test part of my testimony. Now, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Please finish this video and help me push this content further out with the algorithm by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you so much. Here's the challenge. Write a letter to your future self. Tell your future self where you are right now, what you're scared of, and what you hope for. And one day when you open that letter, you're going to see how far you've come, because you're not digressing. You're not dissolving. You're just in the messy middle. If you could ask your future one question, what would it be? Put it in the comments. I'm interested, because sometimes hearing each other's questions reminds us that transformation is not just personal. It's cultural. In your Black blood, for those of you that are Black that's watching, are generations and generations of our ancestors who survived the messy middle so that you can thrive in today. And if they can do it, you can too. Oh, it's not just personal. It's cultural. And the reality is we are all in transition together, moving as one to a better place. Being in between does not mean you are failing. It means you are becoming. And if you need a safe space to hold that middle, that's why I built Sacred Space. For every Black soul in process that's shedding an old skin and transforming into something new. Go to www.joinsafespace.com, click the link above or in the video description box, and enjoy your 4-day free trial. Also, like, share, subscribe, and comment to push this content out to other people that haven't quite discerned. They're just in the messy middle. All right, see y'all later. Bye.